Hot damn. Hey guys, it's me, Jimmy. So guys, as you guys can obviously tell by the title of this video, I went to the SoCal Retro Gaming Expo, and guys, it was goddamn beautiful. Granted, I got a weekend pass, and I got my dear significant other a weekend pass, and we actually only went for Sunday. But that's totally cool, guys. So I want to talk about my experience at the SoCal Retro Gaming Expo. Throw on some B-roll with you're probably gonna see right now. And yeah, how the heck was it? So guys, let me start off by saying that this was actually my first expo like this, a retro gaming expo. Granted, I've always had, I've always actually wanted to go to expos like these. So like, you know, like MagFest and like MagWest and Retro City Fest, which is actually a local one as well around here in California. And this was my first one going, and oh damn, I'm so glad I went. There was a crap ton of people from the retro gaming community that I saw here. There was a crap ton of vendors as well that I buy from on a very consistent basis. Game swappers being chief among them, which, if you guys are watching, much love guys, much love. And honestly guys, there are people I buy from quite a bit, and their prices aren't that bad. They're pretty fair, and they're actually pretty flexible. So let's talk about retro and the you know, retro gaming and how the experience was at this expo. So it was pretty cool actually. Pretty sure it was actually my lady's first expo as well, something like this anyway. More than certain, she enjoyed it, and I greatly enjoyed this as well. So pretty sure you guys want to see what I picked up, and besides a crap ton of footage and a crap ton of arcade games that were at here, and you know, just a ton of like games and people, magazines galore, like magazines galore, guy. Let's actually talk about the vendors. So the vendors there, they were super cool. I greatly enjoyed them. There was a lot of stuff to see there. The prices were actually really fair. People were really flexible on a lot of the prices there, which I greatly enjoyed, guys. Let's see what else there. The space itself was actually pretty nice. There wasn't really a lot of places for you to go and, you know, sit down and chill, hang out. There wasn't really a lobby per se for people to just, you know, sit around and do nothing and like eat. Granted, you know, this right across the street from the Pasadena Convention Center, there is a crap ton of restaurants. There's literally a movie theater. I think it's ArcLight Movie Theaters or whatever the heck it's called. ArcLight Cinema, I think is what it is. So, you know, it was cool. It was actually a lot of fun. It was super rad. Let's see what else was there. There was also a bunch of YouTubers there. So there was James Rolfe. I have met James Rolfe before at my friend's birthday party a long time ago. That's actually where I met the Screw Attack team. Wow, that's kind of hurts to say since Screw Attack is actually no longer around. But Game Attack sure is. So, hooray, Game Attack. Anywho, super cool. Matt McMuscles was there. Beat 'em Ups was there, which, and honestly, seeing some of these people like there at the convention, it makes me realize that a lot of them either really aren't that tall, or aren't as buff as what they look like in their videos. I saw Matt. I'm sorry, not Matt. Pat, the NES Punk. Wow, I don't know why the hell I said that. Thinking of someone else here. Saw Pat. I saw Ian from Luna Video Games. I saw Matt McMuscles. I saw the whole Super Beard crew. There was a ton of people there that some people I'd never even heard before or even recognized. Granted, some of the people like that I mentioned I don't really even watch. Some of them I only really know because of a friend of mine or because they collab with, like, you know, the ABGN, James Rolfe. Either way, super cool. Second day wasn't packed. I did hear that it was really packed on the first day, so I'm actually super glad that we missed out on the first day and went on the second day instead. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Super cool, guys. The free play arcade area did have Windjammers, which was a really big draw there, and Gunman Wars, which is an absolutely stellar arcade game. It's just an absolutely stellar arcade game that if you ever see it on the wild, guys, I always highly recommend you put in a couple quarters or slide in that card, the card that has credits on it to play games, and just give it a go. It is an absolutely glorious time. So, with that being said, What the hell did we pick up at the Retro Gaming Expo? We did pick up Tin Head for my dear lady, which was a video game she actually really enjoys, which is, I'm not gonna lie, possibly the most obscure platformer that I've actually seen her mention by name. And for myself, I didn't really buy much, mainly because the stuff I really wanted was either way out of my price range, because I was not going to drop $110 for Darkwing Duck in Box, or some of the Nintendo Power is a little bit overpriced, but you know, you feel me, it was either buy Nintendo Power or buy a video game. Obviously I opted out for 2 video games. Specifically, I opted out for one complete in-box game. The complete in-box game you're asking is a Final Fight for the Super Nintendo. Now guys, I know Final Fight isn't exactly the best beat 'em up on the Super Nintendo, especially the vanilla Final Fight, but this is a game I do have a lot of nostalgic memories for. It's actually one of the first video games I played growing up in the arcades. This is actually one I played quite a bit with my cousins as well. I think a friend of theirs had this game, so he would borrow it all the time from that friend, along with Knights of the Round and King of Dragons was the other one that we borrowed quite a bit. And there is one other item I did get at the Expo, and it was actually a box and a manual for one specific game that I mentioned I was going to get on social media. And I am very, very happy to say that I now have a complete in-box copy of Kirby Superstar. So Kirby Superstar, if you guys aren't aware, is like one of my favorite video games. It's always a video game I end up playing with people when I first meet them, just because of how simple and easy, you know, pick up and play it is pretty much. Not a very hard game. I do want to thank the people at Game Tower up in Burbank for coming up to the SoCal Retro Gaming Expo. I don't know why it's so hard for me to say. And giving me a pretty good deal on this box and manual. They literally handed me the entire inserts, the box, manual. They even gave me the box protector, which is also something I was after at the Expo. Unfortunately, I didn't really find one I needed, which is specifically for the Super Famicom. Apparently no one really carries those. The Super Famicom box protectors, or the Japanese Game Boy games box protectors, because those kind of come in weird sizes if you guys are aware or aren't aware of it. Either way, guys. Ooh, this thing still has the little plastic thing you're supposed to take off on it. There we go, this looks much better now. It looks much better now. So yeah, either way, guys. Just wanted to say, if you went to the Expo, did you guys see me? Do you guys recognize me? I was there, as I mentioned, with somebody, with a very, very special somebody. I was wearing my finest attire, which was essentially a pink members only jacket, a blue button-down dress shirt underneath that, and my Neo Geo tank top, along with my Neo Geo hat, and the tightest pants I own, along with some pink socks, and my finest Converse ERX 260 mids. But yeah, guys, if you guys saw me at the Expo, comment below, say what's up. If you guys did see me at the Expo, but guys better show up next year, or if there's any other, retro gaming meet, I will definitely be there. I'll definitely try my damnedest to be there. Anyways, guys, remember, guys, that you are especially loved. Thanks for tuning into my channel, and finally got a box of this fucking game, which I'm super happy for. Also, guys, remember to stay absolutely radical, alright, guys? Thanks for tuning in, guys.